have heard nothing from the WNBA, absolutely nothing.
Brittney Griner elbowing Caitlin Clark in a crazy way and then calling her a trash white girl.
And Brittney Griner has not commented, which I find significant. I've watched that video countless times, and it sure looks like Brittney Griner says, white girl.
The WNBA should investigate Brittney Griner's seemingly uttering profanities.
Brittney Griner has managed to do the impossible by making headlines for all the wrong reasons, launching a jaw-dropping verbal attack on Caitlin Clark during a live broadcast and reportedly calling her a trash white girl, which has set the internet ablaze with fans demanding disciplinary action while wild rumors of
Griner appeared to call Caitlin Clark trash and effing white girl
about Griner's personal life resurface faster than anyone can say technical foul. Tensions had been simmering across the league for some time, but Griner took that underlying friction and transformed it into a full-blown live-action meltdown after fouling out of a hard-fought game, as cameras zoomed in on her walking off the court where she was clearly seen mouthing the words trash effing white girl, and the clip spread across the internet like wildfire, making it clear that this was not standard.
The Rookie of the Year. She's 4th in the league in MVP voting.
Caitlin Clark is an absolute all-star. She is the Michael Jordan of this. This is the girl that girls have been waiting for forever.
Caitlin Clark is a rising star in women's basketball. She's pulling in crazy viewership numbers.
Caitlin Clark is the needle mover.
She is the needle mover.
She is the franchise player.
And she was the MVP. She is the main draw.
She wasn't the one who was full sprinting down the court.
She's my role model. I really look up to her.
Why do you like Caitlin?
And she's so good at basketball.
Because she's that awesome person and she has like a lot of aura, so like.
Trash talk, but something ugly, pointed, and layered with hostility, leaving. Even seasoned analysts stunned, with Skip Bayless flatly stating that if a white player had dropped a racial slur on national television, their career would have been over by lunchtime. Yet when Griner did it, there was nothing but silence with no fine, no suspension, and
I can't stand. Sad that she's a Baylor grad.
Yeah,
she called her a trash expletive white girl. That was the lip reading. Yes, trash white girl. Trash. Blanking.
Not even a strongly worded memo, leaving fans outraged and questioning the league's priorities. It is entirely possible that Griner's outburst was fueled by resentment toward Caitlin Clark's immense popularity, her stature, and her transformative impact on the league, and to be honest, Clark has been the target of this kind of hostility since her very first WNBA warm-up, being pushed, shoved, and knocked around not because she plays dirty but simply because she is dominant.
WNBA okay with one of its players saying white girl on the bench and getting caught by TV cameras saying such? I guess they are. I guess they're okay with it. Obviously, the league would very much not be okay with a white player saying black girl on the bench in anger and getting caught by TV cameras. That would be an immediate suspension, if not a career ender for someone.
And race is undeniably playing a role here as well, with Griner's attack not being a momentary lapse but rather the latest chapter in a disturbing pattern that was not a moment of passion but a calculated, venom-filled insult.
It is completely possible that fucking white girl was about Caitlin Clark's popularity, about her stature, about her impact on the entire
broadcast to the world. And from a league that loves to proclaim there is no place for hate, their deafening silence when the hate is aimed at Clark speaks volumes about their true priorities. The WNBA has repeatedly stated that there is no place for hate and no place for racism, and now the fan base wants receipts.
Been abused repeatedly. We have shown you videos just getting elbowed, getting crushed, inbound passes where they ram into her, just absolutely abused, and there clearly is a racial element to it.
Demanding to know why the league shrugged this off like a missed layup and why Brittney Griner is being shielded from consequences when she clearly crossed the line on national television. So let us flip the script and imagine if Caitlin Clark had said the same thing, because the league would absolutely not be okay with a white player saying a racial slur against a black player.
WNBA has come out numerous times. There's no place for hate. There's no place for
And if Clark had called Griner a trash black girl in front of cameras, it would have triggered media meltdowns, 24-hour news coverage, league-wide statements, and probably a lifetime ban from basketball, with no debate and no second chances.
The league would not be okay with a white player saying effing black girl.
Skip Bayless hit the nail on the head again by stating that any white player making that kind of remark would be crucified by the media, yet Griner gets a pass as if she accidentally stepped out of bounds, and when commentators tried to play defense by twisting her words into something less offensive, the footage remained as clear as
an investigation into reverse racism that's going on across the league.
Clark's three-point form, with fans, lip readers, and even neutral reporters confirming what they saw, while the league continues to act like someone simply forgot to turn up the volume, and it is that kind of selective.
Griner referring quite clearly, I believe, to Caitlin Clark and a white referee as, quote, trash ass white girl.
Outrage that is corroding the WNBA from within. If you are a straight white woman in the WNBA, there is no way you can feel completely safe, because the same organization that sprinted to investigate Indiana Fever fans after vague and unverified allegations about Angel Reese is suddenly blind, deaf, and mute when an actual player throws out a racist insult, and that contradiction simply does not make sense.
You are a straight white woman in the WNBA. There is no way that you feel completely safe.
Is nothing new for Clark, as she has been the league's favorite punching bag since day one, not because she runs her mouth or flops for calls, but because she is great, she is white, and she is turning the spotlight away from players who believe seniority earns them immunity, and Angel Reese even reposted
the noise that's coming.
I don't appreciate the new fans that sit there and yell racial slurs at myself, my teammates, and the people that I play against, because yeah, those might be opponents, but those are friends too. You know, they don't deserve that. So I don't appreciate the new fans. I think it's okay to do.
The meme portraying Clark as running scared from a fight with a caption about a white girl running from the fade, and that was not fan content but something Reese posted herself. The hits keep coming for Clark, as players have smacked her in the face, shoved her mid-play, and treated every hard foul like they just won the finals, yet she never reacts with dirty plays or cheap shots, instead displaying basketball brilliance while dealing with more hostility than any rookie has ever faced, as she was roughed up repeatedly throughout her rookie year in what amounted to attempted bull.
She reposted. And the implication is, well, what it says at the top is white, this is how they say girl, G-Y, white gal, G-Y-A-L, running from the fade, like as if Caitlin Clark is basically a
bullying designed to break her spirit, intimidate her, put her in her place, and get even with her for all the attention she was receiving. Here is the reality check.
Clark got roughed up repeatedly by defenders throughout her rookie year last year. It was attempted bullying, trying to break her spirit, intimidate her, put her in her place, get even with her for all the attention she was getting.
Every time Caitlin Clark takes a hit, she is expected to zip it, smile, play nice, and take the high road, never mind that she is the one being shoved, slammed, and now verbally assaulted, and while she is held to impossible standards, the same media that should be defending her is busy giving standing ovations to her antagonists, sending a loud and clear message that some players get a pass while Clark gets a target on her back, and the league keeps talking about growing the game, but ignoring what is happening.
Accused the Indiana Fever fan base of being racist. They investigated it. They said those accusations were false. The least that she could do is apologize to our great state and the fans that show up at these games and say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Obviously, she's not going to do that. But also, Dan, why isn't the Indiana Fever apologizing to their own fan base for putting them through that, for going through those types of accusations?
Happening to Clark is exactly what is shrinking at casual fans, many of whom just discovered the WNBA thanks to Clark, are watching all of this unfold in disbelief, having tuned in to cheer her on only to see her mocked, physically bullied, and now racially insulted with zero consequences, and what they see from the league is not action or accountability but just silence, slogans, and a shrug. So if this is how the WNBA treats its new fan base, do not be
stated in part, obviously, the league would not be okay with a white player saying effing black girl on the bench in
surprised when those fans simply turn the TV off and walk away. So let us get to the question nobody in the front office wants to answer. Why is Caitlin Clark expected to rise above everything while others get away with anything? And why is a racially charged insult against a white player treated like a minor slip-up while the same comment flipped would bring the league to its knees? Because that is the hypocrisy that fans are sick of, and unless the WNBA stops ignoring it, they will find themselves being ignored right back.
WNBA without Caitlin Clark remains
an attraction that not many people want to watch. Without Caitlin Clark,
is going to massively affect the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark is the closest thing that they have to quality play. Caitlin Clark, the Caitlin Clark effect is very real. She is the most valuable player in the league.
Peaked with Brittney Griner's verbal outburst, the internet reignited a long-simmering firestorm that has been bubbling beneath the surface for years and has now been poured back into the spotlight with jet fuel. And this one is personal, invasive, and going viral, as we are talking about the renewed storm of speculation over Brittney Griner's biological identity.
You, Brittney. Let me see something real quick. Brick, thank you. Get the hell out of here, yo. Jab stepping, it's the brick. Swing and a miss.
Oh!
Yo, I ain't gonna fake it right now.
That this person is not a female. Firstly, because this was actually posted to Brittney's personal Instagram.
To be clear, we are not trafficking in conspiracy theories but rather reporting on what is already blowing up across social media, news platforms, and even locker room whispers, as the rumor mill has gone mainstream and the debate is now being fed by actual video clips, past posts, and what many are calling a conspicuous absence of transparency, with the clip that has reignited it all being a topless Instagram story from Griner herself showing a chest that is unmistakably flat without the usual.
That this person is not a female. Firstly, because this was actually posted to Brittney's personal Instagram. And when it comes to Instagram, they use a combination of like AI detection and plus manual surveyors, but specifically the AI detection to make sure that no explicit content ends up on the platform. So clearly whatever AI detection system was used when Brittney posted this and it stayed up for 106 weeks was not like, oh, this is a bare female chest, we have to take this down. It obviously assumed that Brittney was
scarring of top surgery. Here is what is making people raise eyebrows. Instagram's AI, which is notorious for flagging nudity, did not take the video down after a day or even a week but allowed it to stay up for nearly 2 years, implying that the platform's detection software may have classified the torso as male, and that combined with Griner's deep voice, broad frame, and physical dominance has opened the floodgates of doubt, with even sports fans who have no agenda watching her slam into Clark and wondering whether they are all even playing on the same field.
He has a weird case. He's a man, yes, that much is obvious, but not in the way that you think. He isn't trans. He's a straight cis male who was raised as a girl and given a girl's name by his parents. His mother is the insane one. She forced him to live as a female right up through high school, filled out all of his paperwork, including BC as female, and kept the charade going.
The rabbit hole goes deeper as a viral anonymous post is making the rounds claiming that Griner was assigned female only on paper, with her mother allegedly making that decision and Griner navigating the sports world ever since with the truth buried. And the theories
comes out and says, I am so sick and tired of the NBA, WNBA. It used to be a peaceful, small little thing. Now there's crowds screaming, hollering. This is disruptive. It's not allowing us to play the game. Every time we play her, there's this commotion, like this loud rumbling from the stands. Turns out it's people, thousands of them, just sitting there watching on purpose. It's very disruptive.
Suggests that Griner lives and presents as male in every other part of life except when it is time to compete, and whether true or not. It is a narrative the league has not addressed, and that is what fans are focused on because
WNBA crew are very fond of virtue signaling, but even when it comes to Brittney's exchange for like the Merchant of Death, which is insane, by the way, but had that been just like a straight white girl, my guess is that straight white girl would probably still be rotting in a Russian.
While today's world values inclusion, it also demands fairness, especially in elite competition, and if there is even a shred of legitimacy to these concerns, then female athletes like Caitlin Clark deserve a league willing to investigate, because when someone who plays like a linebacker slams into someone like Clark who is smaller, lighter, and clearly more vulnerable, it is no longer just about sportsmanship but about safety, equality, and whether the playing field is truly level.
Brittney was male and therefore being topless on the platform was totally fine. It did not constitute as nudity. Now, some people may speculate, okay, well, is Brittney trans?
There is also the international angle to consider, as we cannot forget that Griner was at the center of a massive global incident when she was arrested in Russia for carrying cannabis and was later swapped for a notorious arms dealer, Victor Bout, the so-called Merchant of Death, which was not just a PR headache but a national security trade that gave her a level of political pull most citizens can only dream of. So fans are right to ask how someone with that kind of baggage is still being
Clark is a rising star in women's basketball. She's pulling in crazy viewership numbers.
Caitlin Clark is the GOAT.
She signed my jersey. So happy, I'm crying. I'm so happy. This is the best day ever.
The jerseys, the number 22, the various styles, whether it's a t-shirt with 22, whether it's an Iowa jersey, whether it's a Fever jersey, a throwback, I mean, whatever. The amount of people in yellow 22 apparel is
coddled by the league, while Clark, the player making the WNBA relevant again, cannot even get a foul called in her favor, raising serious questions about priorities, protection, and whether the league is serious about safeguarding its future or just its favorites. Some have speculated that Griner being male would explain why the topless content was not flagged as nudity, and now people are asking whether Griner is trans because if there is even a possibility.
Watching her score and just everything about her.
They went the extra mile just to watch her play here.
This is great news for women's basketball. Period.
That's nice.
And she was shooting the shit out of it.
Of course she was.
Right, so she was shooting the shit out of it. And
she's the face of the league.
Agreed.
She's the face of the league. Agreed.
Just have nothing but great things to say about who she is as a person. She's so welcoming and so warm as an individual that she can have a conversation with anybody. She's cut from the same cloth as me in that regard. You know what? Us Midwesterners, we tend to just, accept everybody with open arms. She was so kind to my family and everyone in the suite when she came to KC. So huge fans of Caitlin Clark.
It is a mad situation just all around when it comes to Caitlin Clark.
That a biological male is dominating women's sports under false pretenses, that is not just controversial but potentially the biggest athletic scandal of the decade, and Caitlin Clark is right in the middle of it, not by choice or provocation but because she is the one everyone wants to see, whether to cheer her or to tear her down. Clark came to elevate the WNBA by bringing eyeballs, energy, and excitement, but instead of support, she is met with elbows, insults, and institutional silence, and fans are watching closely because they are not stupid and can see exactly who is being protected and who is being punished, and it is not the player dragging the league into the spotlight but rather the one dragging others down who is getting a pass. Meanwhile, the questions surrounding Griner grow louder every week, yet we continue to receive no answers, no clarity, and certainly no reassurance that the league is protecting female athletes from unfair advantage, and that is not leadership but cowardice. So if the league will not speak up, the fans certainly will.